Okay. So in previous class, we saw the standard objects in Salesforce, right? In today's session, we are going to create custom objects. So we are going to create two custom objects in Salesforce. We show on the screen.
Hey, Sri, I'm sorry to interrupt, but your voice is echoing. So I'm not hearing you correctly or properly, I should say. It's very echoing.
Thank you. Now is it better?
If you keep on talking, I'll let you know. But for now, yeah, pretty good. Thank you.
Okay. So I was saying in previous class, we saw what standard objects are, right? And the different types of standard objects. And now in today's session, we are going to create custom objects. So the first object which we are going to create is position object in Salesforce. So position object we are going to create to track all the positions, okay, in all stages. And so that, you know, the hiring team, they will be able to
We
track.
can see the screen.
Yeah, I haven't shared my screen yet.
Okay.
And I'll just share in a minute. Yeah, so I was saying this custom object, position object we are going to create is to track positions in all stages of the process. Okay, so that you know, we will track from open to those have been filled or cancelled. So let me share my screen.
But I hate to bring this up. Your voice is still very hazy. I don't know. It's only me or maybe not. I don't know.
Okay, is it for everyone, guys?
It's audible though.
Okay. Okay, let me know whether my voice is good or not. Is it audible? Is it
You see, it's
visible?
audible, but it's not fully understandable.
Okay. Let
Because the
me,
reason why I'm saying once we're gonna get into nitty gritty, these terminologies should be very, you know, vivid.
okay. What I'll do, I'll just leave this meeting and we'll rejoin. Okay, just give me a minute. Okay. Now let me know if my voice is audible or not, if it is understandable. Can you hear me, guys?
It is better, Amrapali, this time.
No, it's echoing.
Hello. Now can you hear me?
Yes.
Is it better?
I
Yeah.
feel like it's better. You can ask other people. I'm okay.
Okay. Guys, for everyone it's good, right?
I think we should continue. So let's not waste everyone's time. Sorry, guys.
Okay. Let me share my screen. Okay. So we are going to create custom objects in Salesforce today. So the first object which we are going to create is position object. Position object we are going to create, track all the positions in all the stages from, let's say, to open, that are from open and which have been filled or cancelled. Okay, so this is we are going to create for hiring team, so that they will be able to create position records in the system. So let's try to create first position. So let's say if you are on any application, for example, like this, if you are on this particular page, then you will have to go to the setup. Okay, so for setup you just need to click on this.
Hold on. Where did you go? The app and then the Salesforce chatter?
No, I'm just saying if you are already on this page, then how to go to setup. If you're already on the setup, there is no need to create. Okay,
So where is this page? Where did you come to this page? That's what I'm asking.
it's from app launcher, which is 9 dots
Yeah.
in the left. Yeah. From here I just switch to application, but how to create application, how to switch application, we are going to see in after once we create custom objects. Do you want me to continue or do you want me to continue with the application?
Yeah, sure. Go on, please.
So if you are already on this page, okay, let's say on the application, then you will need to go to the setup. Okay, so in order to go to setup, here is the setup here on the right hand side. Click on the setup, then click on this setup, first setup, okay, and then you will be on this setup page. Okay, this is the setup page where you will find all the settings of your Salesforce organization. If you are already on the setup page, that's great. Because sometimes what happens is if you are logging, okay, Salesforce will directly take you to the setup page. Okay, now we need to create custom objects. So for that, here we have option object manager. Okay, click on this object manager. Now here you will find all the list of standard objects which comes from Salesforce. Okay, as you can see here, label is account, API name, which is the unique name for your object, is also account, and the type is also given. So as soon as we will create custom object, that custom object will also going to show up in this particular list with the type custom object, and the API name will be slightly changed. Let's say if I'm creating a position object, okay, then the API name or unique name will be position underscore C. Okay, from that you will be able to understand that this is a custom object. So let's create our first custom object. So here we have a create button. So what we did, we were on the setup page. We clicked on this object manager button here beside home. Okay. Now all the list of standard objects are showing up over here. Now we need to click on this create button. Click on create button, click on custom object. Okay. This is the page where you will need to give information in order to create your custom object. Okay. So first is label. So label will be position. And object name, which is the unique name or API name, it will automatically take. Okay. As I mentioned earlier that the unique name will be __c, but that is not going to show up in the edit mode. Okay. You will see. Is it? Just give me a moment. No, I only have one laptop. I did change my network connections. Then I did restart my computer twice. I'm using headphones as well with noise cancellation. So I'm not sure what to do. But I am using the same headphones for other meetings as well. There, I don't think we have this issue.
Yeah, team, let's do one thing, like let's manage today, and like from next on class onwards, we will figure out like how to sort it this, because if yeah.
Like Devendra, when you speak, its voice is totally fine. But when Amrapali speak, it's little, hazy and, it's flickering. So yeah, so we can figure it out later in the next class, like what is the better way.
Because like whenever I talk with Amrapali on the Zoom call or Google Meet call, so always the audio quality is good, but whenever like when when we
It's happening
on
for
this class,
everybody, not for one
yes,
person.
correct, yes,
There
I
is
know
a problem, yeah.
that.
But
Sometimes like
it's manageable.
yeah, so I agree that sometimes while speaking we lost her, and like again it's echoing, right? So I can understand, but I don't know, like from the last class and last batch class and a couple of classes, like it is happening like that. But earlier when you listen the recording, it's quite good.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
Like,
what is
yeah, but
happening.
we all are saying so. Yeah, we can
Yes,
figure
yes,
it out,
correct.
but we can,
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you for you thanks Amrapali for understanding. You are doing so much for us, but yeah, like that's sometime it's
Fine, I mean,
uh,
audio should be good, otherwise you guys won't understand. Right?
yeah, it's everything is new for me specifically. So yeah, but yeah, thank you for understanding.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you, Armpali. We don't want to put you on a spotlight. You're doing a great job.
Yeah, and Furkan, like we'll try to figure it out, like how we can change the hardware and software and all. So we'll have a look on that. So what you guys want, like you want us to continue like our house, or we can continue from Monday?
Can I put in my 5 cents, guys, if you don't mind?
Sure.
Yes.
Once we start learning deep Salesforce, like labels and all that, and then permission settings, and the audio will play a very, very, very important part.
Correct. Yes, I agree.
The moment you miss one step, you're gone. Lose it. You're done.
Yes, correct. Like whenever like when I was learning Salesforce, sometime it happens that uh, when the instructor was like telling, sometimes it happens that we are feeling lazy and audio quality of the instructor also good, but sometimes we miss, but we watch the recordings and we play again and again, then we are good on the track, right?
Right.
But when we are on the live class and something we miss, then we are totally lost on the class. So I agree with that. Yes.
It's up
We
to the
can
class.
continue
Ask the
today.
class.
We can continue today at least. Like I want to continue today. Like we can see the recording later, like to understand more. But we should continue.
I think let's finish the new custom objects because that's an easy part.
Yes. Okay. Yep.
Sure.
Thank you for understanding.
So what I will do, we'll just proceed with this new custom object, and once it is created, then I think we can stop this session. I will check what is wrong with my computer or laptop or the other devices. Okay. So yeah, here the first thing which I entered is label as position and object name, which is API name. Okay, Salesforce has already taken a position. Okay, so in edit mode, you won't be able to see __ C. But once you save this, okay, there, then in the list you will be able to see. Now we need to give plural label. So example is also given. Let's say the label is account, then plural label should be accounts. Okay. For example, if I go into the sales application, you will see this custom objects, standard objects tab as opportunities, leads, accounts, contacts, right? It doesn't say only account or contact. It says accounts and contacts. So it's in plural label. Okay. So we need to give plural label over here, which is positions. Then this will gonna show up in this list. Okay, now if you scroll down, you will see record name as position name. This will be the first column in your custom object, okay, which is name. Okay, so position name will be the standard field and it will be required one. For example, if I go to accounts, if I click on accounts and if I click on new button, the first thing which show on the page is account name. Okay, it's from Salesforce. So exactly similar. Okay, when we create a custom object, that custom object's name field will automatically get created by Salesforce. Okay, so we have two types of data type there. One is text. Text is like this box where you need to enter some value, and the second is auto number. Okay, so if you give some auto number range and display format, okay, then system will automatically create these numbers for your records. But for this particular custom object, we need text so that we will be able to enter the position name, such as Salesforce administrator, Salesforce developer, Salesforce lead, right? So each position name can be different. So it should be the text field. Now, these are some of the optional features. Allow reports, activities, field history tracking. All this you can check these checkboxes right now, or else if you don't want this feature, but let's say in future you need this feature, then anytime you can come to the custom object and you can click this checkboxes and this feature will be enabled for you, and then you will be able to create reports. Okay, so for this particular position object, if this checkbox is checked, allow reports, then I will be able to create reports. I will be able to see the data in the report format. Exactly same with activities, field history tracking as well. If you want field history tracking, then you can enable it. Otherwise, there is no need for you to check these checkboxes. Then if you scroll down, keep this as it is. Deployment status should be deployed, okay, not in development. It should be always in deployed, so that once the object is created, okay, it will be available for your users. Otherwise, what happens? If it is in development status, okay, and you have given access to your users and everything, still your users won't be able to see the object, won't be able to access that object. Okay, so it should be always in deployed status. Okay, now search status. Here I'm checking this allow search, so you can just directly, if you know the name, okay, of that particular record, you can directly enter that name in this global search box. Okay, this is a global search box, and here you can enter any name. For example, let's say if you know any name, let's say S force like this, okay, and enter. So what it will do, it will find all the records with this particular name and it will gonna show. So right now we have only one account, and that is the reason we can see only one account, okay, with this, and two contacts as well in that particular account that we are going to see later. But just remember that this is a global search, okay, and you can search with the record name, okay. Now, the last part of this custom object is to add notes and attachment. So if I go to this account record and scroll down, you will see this related list, notes and attachment, where you can upload files. Okay, if you want this, then you can check this particular checkbox. But remember that these setting is only available when we create custom object. Okay, so let's say that you uncheck this, okay, and you just save it, and later on in future, let's say you want this notes and attachment feature, then it won't be available. You will need to use different feature. Okay, because this is only available when we create custom object. Okay, so let's say you add this feature in your custom object, but you don't want to use it right now. You can remove it from the page anytime. Okay, so I'm adding this as notes and attachment. And the last thing is I'm going to add a new custom tab as well. Tab means like this, accounts tab, here we have opportunity tab, leads tab. So let's say even though you have created your custom object, but you have not created your tab for that particular custom object, you won't be able to add that here. Okay, so I'm going to create it from this page itself. If let's say you forgot to create a tab from this page, then we have another setting. If you go to this setup here and setup, this is the quick find box where you will find all the settings. Okay, so here you just need to enter tab. Click on tabs. And for custom object, you can create tabs of this particular page. Okay, click on new, and then you will be able to create tab. Okay, as of now, no object is showing. Why? Because there is no custom object in this particular organization. Okay, once you have the custom objects, okay, those custom object list will gonna show up over here, and you can create tab. So I will just launch it from here itself. I will check this checkbox. So what I did, first I entered label, then plural label, then these are the by default setting for the record name. Optional features, I checked these three optional features. Okay, deployment status is deployed. This allows search, and these two features are also enabled. Okay, now I'll just click on save. Okay, as you can see now in the object, position is showing. Why? Because we just saved it. Okay, we saved it. That means that custom object is created in the system. So now we can see that list. So as of now, we have only one custom object. Okay, that's the reason only one custom object name is showing. Okay, now we need to select a tab style. You can select anything. Once you click on this magnifying glass, okay, this pop-up window will gonna show up. So I'm just gonna select anything here. Next. These are the by default settings for all the profiles. So I'm not going to change to very anything because profiles, how to give permissions and all, we are going to say the security model. Okay. Here also, just keep as it is and click on
I'm
save.
sorry, how did you get here to the permission settings?
I just selected that object. Okay, selected that tab style and clicked on next. So once you click on next, the next page will gonna show for permissions.
Can you show it once more if you don't mind?
I would love to, but now the tab is already created. I won't be able to see. So let's delete this one because I cannot create two tabs for one object. Okay, this is the object list which I selected, tab style, and here is the next button. So I just clicked on next.
Got it.
Okay, now click on next. Just keep the setting as it is and save. Okay, now the position tab is created. Okay, this is very important steps because sometimes what happens, you create the custom object but you forget to create the tab. Okay, so and then you won't be able to see that tab in the application. Let me refresh this. In the mode, you will see I have now position tab because I have created this tab and added it in the sales application. The last page which you can see, those for that page was for application. So I did not deselect any of that setting over there. Okay, I just kept as it is. Okay, and now it's been added to the sales application position tab. So this will gonna show up your custom object like this. If you go to Object Manager now and search for your position object, you will see label as position, API name is showing as position underscore C, and the type is custom object.
A quick question here.
Mhm.
How do you know it is the position object is created in sales app? We have different types of apps, right?
Yeah, so I have added that in the sales application. Do you remember when I created tab, the last screen was there, last page, where I said do not change anything over here?
Okay.
That was for applications. Okay, so there was the list of application, all applications, different types of applications. Okay, so
Okay.
you can, when you create a tab, directly from there you can add it, or you will need to go to the application settings. So application settings we are going to see when we create application, new application. Okay, so this is added. Now if I click on new button, you will see only position name. Why? Because when we create a custom object, only position name was by default created for Salesforce. Now, if you want different fields, okay, in this page, you will need to create those fields, okay, in that particular object. So let's go here into position.
Hey, Rupali, this field created with the object is always unique.
Meaning,
Meaning like it accepts only unique values.
uh,
Records the position object you create and that
okay,
this
here.
one account name, yes.
No. You can add duplicate values as well. Okay. Let's say if I enter SFA, okay, this particular reference is already exists in the system. And if I'm again creating SFD or developer, okay, that will also get created. If you want this to be unique, then you need to write false.
Okay. And same for data type, or the number data type as well?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. So now this position object is created. Okay, this is your position object. So what I did is I was in the object manager. I searched for position object and I clicked on this position object. Okay, now on this particular position object, we will see that the settings of this object, custom object. Okay, so the first thing which we see is details, where you can see the detailed information. Okay, as I told you earlier, while creating this position object, these settings you can enable anytime. For example, if I click on this edit button here on the right hand side, you will see the exact same page with exact same settings. Only the last two settings are missing because those settings were only for when the object is creating. Otherwise, all the settings, okay, are exactly same, which was, when we created this custom object. Then, if you go to fields and relationship, you will see that 4 fields are automatically created by the system itself. So the first field is position name, okay, and then these 3 fields are owner field, created by, and last modified by. So let's create.
Sorry, you went too fast. How did you get here?
These are 2 different tabs, okay. In the
Okay.
second tab, I am on this object manager page, and on the first tab, I am on this application page where position is open. So let's say SFD I have created. I just want to show you all the standard fields which have been created. Okay, all the standard fields: position name, owner, last modified, and created by. So as you can see, while creating the position, okay, the position name a field was only the editable field where I entered SFD, and all these 3 fields are now by default showing. So owner field will show the name of the user who has created this particular record and who own this particular record. Okay, and then created by and last modified by will also show who is the creator. Okay, the date and the time, and who has the last modified this. For example, we created date is this and time is this. If I slightly change it and then you can see, as you can see, last modified time has changed. Here created by is showing like this and last modified is showing like this. Now this time is according to India time zone. Okay, for your organization you will see a different time zone according to US time zone. Why? Because when we create the Salesforce org, that time we select, right? Whether you are from country US or India, and according to that, this time zone gets selected automatically. Okay. So these 4 fields are created by Salesforce itself. It's the standard fields. So standard fields you cannot delete it in the system.
How did you create the label? I missed it. I'm so sorry.
If I move to details, click on edit. When I created a custom object, that time the first thing which I given was label. Okay, this one. So this will be the label for your custom object. And are you asking about this tab?
I'm asking about, yeah, no, not this tab. How did you create the Salesforce dev, the position
Okay.
name? Yeah.
Okay. Here we have a new button. I clicked on this position. Okay. Now this page is entirely for position object. Okay, where you can see records. So here I have a new button. I just click on this new button, enter,
Got it.
and save. That's it. Okay. Now you will see the record. So if I go to the position, now you will see two records have been created for position object in the recently view. You can switch the view to all, and also in all you will see recently view. What it does, it just shows you those records which you have recently, worked on that particular. So even if let's say you have thousands of records, but from those thousands you have only worked on 10 records, so those 10 records will show up over here. If you want to view all the records, then you need to view the view to all. Okay, and it's for every object. So if you go to account, recently view, it is showing as rows. Why? Because I recently searched for it and opened it. But if I go to all, you will see all these accounts. If I go to leads, I don't see anything over here in the recent view because I have not yet worked on any lead or open any lead. If I go to all open leads, it will show the leads records. Okay, so exactly like for position. So right now we have these 4 records. Now we'll need to create some custom fields for our position object. So once this session is completed, okay, we will give you the assignments for let's say position objects, okay, and all the field names and the data type so that you will be able to create it in the system. So in order to create fields, you need to go here in the fields and relationship. Okay, now click on this new button. From this new button, you will be able to create custom fields. Okay, so these are some of the data types which Salesforce has given. So, which Salesforce has given. Okay, for example, let's see about text. Okay, so text is allow user to enter any combination, okay, with the letters or number, exactly like this. So for text field, it will just show up like this box, and you can enter anything over here. Okay, then we have text area long. So text area we can enter up to 255 characters only, but for long we can enter up to these many characters. Okay, so in long we will have like multiple linings, okay, in that particular field, and you can enter like a paragraph there. Then we have phone field where you can enter phone. We have email, okay, where users can enter email. We have date field, date and time field. So if we select only date field, it will gonna show up only date. If we select date and time, it will gonna show up date as well as time. Okay, we have currency field where you can enter your currency. Then we have checkbox type of data. Okay, so checkbox is like which you can select as true or false, and formula as well. So you can create formula fields as well. So for example, you want to create any formula expression, okay? Let's say to calculate any number or something, so you can create formula as well. We are going to see how we can create formula in the system later on, okay? So as of now, what you can do is while creating fields, what I want you to do is just click on this new button, okay, and go to this data type and try to understand. What I will do, I will also share one help article from Salesforce as well, which you can refer for to understand your data type. This encrypted field is, like to enter, let's say when you log in any system, and when you enter your password is not visible, right? It shows like asterisk mark or star, right? That means it is encrypted. So exactly similar, you can create encrypted field in the system. Okay, if you create encrypted field, then let's say that the position name is encrypted and you are entering anything. So it will not be visible for you. It will show like this. Okay, it will be encrypted data. Okay, so let's create our first field in position. So first field is status field, which will have multiple status. Okay, let's say new position or pending approval. Then let's say open with approve, closed field, closed, cancel. Okay, these can be multiple statuses. So if I go to account, okay, here, as you can see, this rating field, if I click on this pencil box and if I click on this drop down, you will see we have three options, right? Hot, warm, and cold. And from these three options, we can select one option and we can save the record. So exactly similar to this, we need to create our status field, okay, which should show multiple options, okay, and from those multiple options, we can select one option. So how we can create that? If I go to this position, fields and relationship, here we have this data type, pick list. What it does, it allows user to select value from a list, okay, which we have defined. And then there is the second data type, which is pick list multi-select. So it is also pick list where you will see multiple values, but you can select multiple values from those. Let's say that you have 10 values added, okay, and you needed to add or select, let's say, 3 values from those 10. So in order to achieve that request, you will need to create this pick list multi-select. Okay, it will allow you to select multiple values at a time. And this pick list, it will only a single select field, single select. Okay, pick list means single select, and this pick list is multi-select. So we need to create here only single select because we want to select one value at a time. So I'm going to select this pick list. Next, here I will give the field label as status, and I will enter values manually. So when you enter values, okay, remember that you will need to provide each value in a different line, okay, like this, new position, pending approval. Do not give values like this, okay. Salesforce will consider this as one line and one option, okay. So don't do like this. It should be always in the next line. Even if you want to add 10 different values or 50 different values, you will have to follow the same format. You will have to give the values, one value in one line only. Okay, like this. Okay, so what we did, we just enter field label and values. Field name it has automatically taken. You can select if you want to display by alphabetically, you can select it, but I don't want that. I want these values to be shown exactly the same format which I have given over here. Okay, you can make this field required as well from this required button, using this required button. Yes, we can add, let's say, are you asking about adding other values over here or other for like different field? Yes, right. We can have a different field, let's say other, okay, and there we can add values, and we can also add other over here. So if anyone has selected other value over here, okay, then user will have to enter the description, whatever, okay, in that different field. Okay, so you can make a field required from when you create a field. So if you make this field required, then what will happen? It will be required field, okay, and user will have to enter any value in that particular field. Otherwise, you won't be able to save the record like this. Okay, Salesforce will throw an error message. So when you make a field required, okay, it will be universally required field. Okay, and then you cannot make it unrequired. So while making required, just try to understand whether this field should be required or not, and collect the correct information from your client, and then only make the field required. Otherwise, we have other options as well to make field required, which we are going to see in different times. Okay, so as of now, just understand that we can make a field required when we can create any field. Okay, I'm not going to make this particular field required. Click on next. Okay, now the next page is for for profiles. So all these profiles are from standard standard profiles comes from Salesforce only. So your profile is this one, system administrator. Okay, this is your profile. By default, Salesforce has assigned this profile to you. So if you select this visible checkbox, that means you will have read and edit access to this particular field. Okay, if you select this box, which is only read only, then that means you will be only able to view that particular record, but you cannot edit that record. You cannot change the value. Okay, so I'm not going to make any changes over here. Okay, I will just keep it as it is. So all these profiles will have access. Okay, if you are creating this custom fields in your org, okay, and if you are making, let's say this all are unchecked, just don't forget to select this one, because what will happen otherwise, the field will be in your system, but you won't be able to view that particular field because you does not have access to that field. Okay, so always check that system administrator has access. Let's say that you are working for your client, okay, and you are creating this field for, let's say, sales team or marketing team. Okay, so according to that, we have, let's say, marketing user profile over here. Then we have standard user profile. Okay, so based on the profile, you can grant access, and only those users will have access who belong to this particular profile. Now, what is profile and all? It's a big topic which we are going to see in the security. So I don't want you to, burden by all these things. Okay, just select all this so that you will have access and try to add this in the page. So once I click on next, it will gonna show this particular page, which is the final page. Okay, and here if this checkbox is checked, that means this particular field is going to automatically add in this particular page. Okay, right now this page is showing only position name and this other fields, but once I click on save, the status field will gonna show. Why? Because it is directly adding to the page layout. Okay, if I deselect this, then that means we have created the field, but we have not added this field in the page layout. Okay, so I'll just click this again and click on save. Let's go to the page and refresh it. And now you can see status field is created. Okay, and we can see the edit pencil here. I can edit this field as well, and I can select any value exactly like this. So we have multiple values. From those multiple values, I can select any value. So let's say I selected new position. Then I can change this value to pending approval. Okay, understood? Any question here? Any question, guys?
I'm good.
Okay. So what I will do, I will share this assignment with you to create position object and number of fields. So there you will see in that assignment different types of fields and their data type as well. If the field, let's say, has multiple values exactly like the status field, then you will see those values as well, what to add in that particular field. Okay, so you will be able to create it. Okay, now
Is Salesforce developer is a record, right?
yes, it's a record. No, owner value will not change. You are asking about this owner, right? Even let's say if I have created this record, okay, and I am the owner of this record, and Devendra also has access to this particular record.
Then
Okay.
field, sequence.
And if Devendra is changing, let's say, status to open, upload, and save, it will not gonna change. It will not gonna impact on owner field. However, you will see the last modified will be changed. Now it will gonna show Devendra's name, the date and time when he has made those changes. Owner means that person owned the record, and creator means who has created that record. So in some scenarios, owner and creator can be same, but in some scenarios, owner can be different as well. Right now, I don't have any other user in my system, but you can change the owner from here. Okay, right now it will just gonna show up my name over here. But if you have any different user, let's say Devendra, okay, I can select Devendra and click on change owner. So in that scenario, created by will be different and owner will be Devendra. So this different scenarios actually work, on lead object, because lead or cases object. Okay, let's say a marketing team is creating different types of leads, but those leads are getting to assign to any sales team person. Okay, so in that scenario, created by will be different user and owner will be different user. Now, how to automatically assign that also we are going to see to how we can write rules in Salesforce. Okay. So
Ma'am,
let's just
if we create one field, it will apply to all the records in that object.
yes, yes. So why? Because fields are like columns. Okay, I showed you in the first scenario. Let me open Excel sheet. Let me open Excel sheet. Just a minute. Okay, can you see this Excel sheet?
Yes.
Yes, right. So what we are doing is we are creating object. Object is nothing but a table. Okay, so new lead. Okay, let's consider that this is a table, and in this table we have this columns. Okay, now we have one column. Okay, and we have all these rows. Rows means records in the Salesforce language. Okay, so these are all rows will have only one column, right? So if you create one column means one field, it will be applicable for each and every record in the system. Okay, so you will be able to see first name for 100 records. Okay, whatever records you have created, and when you creating a new record. Okay, so you can create field it's a one-time creation, but then it will be available for all the records in the system, but only for that particular object. Okay, why? Because this position name we have created on position object, so it will be available on position object. You cannot see, you cannot see this on any different object. Let's say on opportunity or account. Okay, so whatever fields you have created on any object, those fields will be available. Now I'm creating new record. Let's say as well admin. Okay, so I can see status field as well. Earlier it was not there. Why? Because status field does not exist in the system. But right now we have created status field, so I can see the status field. Any question?
Ma'am, if we can create fields before records.
Yes, you can create fields before records. Okay, after records as well. Let's say that you just recently joined an organization where this position field, position object is already present. Okay, and number of fields are already present in the system, and number of records is also present in the system. Let's say 100 records are already present. Now you get a new requirement from your client that they want a new field. Okay, so you can create field anytime in the system, and that field user can enter. Okay, in existing records as well as new records. So in new records, we can enter values because field will be available for new records. But for existing, okay, let's say there may be thousands of records. Okay, so that in that scenario, you will need to understand whether those 1,000 records should have value in it for that newly created field or not. If yes, then what will be the value? Okay, that will be your work to understand, to check this with your client, and then you can do mass update as well, so that all the records will get updated with the values for the newly created field in the system. Okay.
Yep.
Yes.
Any other question? Okay, I will consider this as no. So I will stop the screen sharing. I'm so sorry guys for that audio issue. I will see what I can do to resolve it. Okay. In the meantime, you can go through the recording. If the recording is not clear, then you can also check the recording for previous batch as well. And I will share this assignments with you for creating custom object and custom fields in the system.
Will you share
Okay.
it in the Salesforce WhatsApp group or right here?
No, I will share it via email.
By email, okay.
Please. So I think everyone's email address is up to date. In that sheet, when you guys enroll for this session, you have given your valid email address, right?
That is correct.
Okay, because I'm going to use those email address. So if any,
I recently changed my email address. I
Okay.
just placed it in the group.
Yeah, sure.
Well, thank you.
So if you think guys your email address is not correct or if you have not received, okay, then just let me know. I will update on the group once I will send the assignment.
Sorry to ask you, but approximately when will you send the assignment? So if I don't get it, I can contact you.
Today, okay, for you, it will be tomorrow.
Amrapali, that which assignment, the first assignment needs to be sent, right?
First assignment, right?
Okay, I'll send it right away in 5 minutes. Okay.
Okay.
You're the man. Thank you.
Yes. Okay.
And is it okay? I mean, I'm just